RJ, I asked you at the end of last year at some point, I said, the NFL draft, is that in your plans? And you just kind of smiled and shook your head. You were like, no. And it seemed like maybe that wasn't a realistic possibility for you. But now you've put in all of this work. You've put all these great games on tape that senior year. What is that like to change that outlook for you to where maybe not so much to now a great shot?
Yeah, I mean, I always believed in myself. And to be honest, a lot of people didn't really believe in me. I feel like I was always kind of under, the guy who's overlooked, why is he so slept on, undervalued, underrated, the most underrated guy, all that stuff. And I never really paid any attention to that. I heard it all. I wasn't listening to it, and I just worked. And I feel like I really got a chance because regardless of what writers say and media says, I know my value, and I've always known my value, regardless of what the polls say and the mocks and all that stuff. I know what's real, and I'm just glad that the NFL gave me a chance to go compete at the Combine and just show what I can do compared to all the guys who they, say are better than me. So I just like a fair opportunity. I feel like I got a chance to display what I can do there, and I feel like I tested well. I feel like I could have done better, and I'm just thankful. I'm really just thankful. I feel like God has a plan for me and my journey, and I'm just thankful that I got to live out one of my dreams and going to the Combine.
One of the things that sort of shows up on tape, I go back to that Pitt game. It's late in that game, and I'm watching you coach D. Creighton and some of the other younger guys that were having to play a big role, even though he's the linebacker. You were out there being the field general. Do you think people see that?
Yeah. I mean, and maybe people on the outside don't see that, but I know coaches know. I know my coaches know. I know scouts know. I know teams know, and all that stuff doesn't go unnoticed. People who really, watch and know the ins and outs. Appreciate things, small things like that may not get posted or stuff. So, I'm just really thankful, for this opportunity.
So your ability to read the field and create turnovers has been a key part of Clemson's defense. What do you believe separates you from other safeties in your draft class?
I really feel like it's my preparation, just the way I break down film, the way I study, just the way I go throughout my weeks during the season and even in the off season. I feel like every day is going to count on that day, whenever that is. So the first game of the season, first day of rookie OTAs, training camp, all that, mini camp, rookie mini camp, first day of all that stuff, all the days prior to that count on that day. So today counted for that day, tomorrow's going to count for that day. And I just don't overlook any days. I don't take any opportunities for granted. Any day I could breathe, I could get better at what I do. This is my job. It's been my job, but now it's officially a business, and you're getting paid for it for real. So outworking my competition every single day. I feel like that's what gives me an edge, and of course my mental capacity and knowledge of football, I feel like is better than any safety in this draft class. I feel like I'm the smartest safety in this draft class, and I'm willing to stand on that. But also I know what I need to get better at, and there's a lot of things I could get better at. So just, having a humble approach and also knowing your value and your worth, and I feel like that's what separates me. Thank you.
Is your dad going to help during this process as a professional himself?
Yes, just having my dad in my corner has been nothing but a blessing. Just having him going through this process, he went to the East-West Shrine game, he did the Combine, did Pro Day, got drafted, third round. Just everything that he went through, being able to share those experiences with me definitely helped provide valuable insight, and the connections and relationships that he has and, that I have because of him, are invaluable. So, I'm just so thankful for him and everything he's done.
Is there a piece of advice he gave to you guys?
Yeah, just control what you can control. There's a lot of unknown, a lot of uncertainty, and there's no reason to let that affect what you can do. So just do what you can do every day, training, out here at the Combine, wherever it is. Just do what you can do and don't let anything outside of that affect you.
Take a couple more for RJ if you'll have before we go to Barrett.
I guess one of the questions maybe going into the Combine was your speed. You made to run that 4.5 40. How meaningful was that kind of step in?
Yeah, actually got dropped down to a 4.49 official, so I was very happy about that, 100th of a second. But everything counted, and I knew I could do that. I told my teammates, I told my coaches. Everyone was asking, "What do you think you're gonna run?" And I was like, I'm gonna try to break 4.5. I already know I can do it. And everyone thought I was slow. Everybody. I don't think anybody expected me to run that fast. Not even, some of my own friends and stuff. People. I don't know why. But I've always been overlooked and underestimated. So it was great to be able to officially put some things out there, just to make a statement.
Used a lot and said a lot around here is brotherhood. Following the footsteps of all these great defensive backs at Clemson have moved on to the next level. How does it feel knowing that it's kind of your turn and kind of leading the way for the generation coming behind you? I mean, just explain your mindset that you now have your chance a month away from seeing where you go. 32 teams, going to give you one of them will give you an opportunity. Just what's your mindset knowing you're the next in line of all the great secondary players here?
Yeah, just trying to be a great example, for those to come after me. I feel like that's what it's all about. Passing down and living out your dreams, but also helping those you care about and other people reach their dreams too. So being able to, if Khalil or Avion or Kylan or somebody has a question and they ask me, what was it like, or what questions did they ask you, or what should I be expecting? Just being able to pass down that knowledge, I feel like that's just not a thing but a trait. I feel like it's a trait that's very important. Being selfless and willing to give. I feel like having a giving heart goes a long way. Outside of football. So just being able to pass the torch and help those guys in any way I can while reaching my goals and setting a great example and doing what I got to do to help them, is really what it's all about. So helping myself and helping others, I feel like it's big.
How many teams have you met with, and any that you've met with like multiple times, or showing some extra interest?
Yeah, I feel like I've met with almost every team. I'd probably say like 30 teams or so. And they all went really well. All the meetings went really well. I feel like they all know the type of person I am. I don't feel like there's any questions. I feel like I answered every question, and the film is out there. I got 5 years of film, so I feel like I put my best foot forward, and I really enjoyed the process. It was a dream. It was surreal. Just talking to some of these coaches and meeting with teams, that you grow up watching. It's just very, very surreal. But I'm just thankful for all of it.
One more for RJ before we go to Barrett, if anybody has one.
Parton State was saying you got asked what the spirit animal was. Did you get the same question?
I did not get asked that question, no.
What would be the honest question?
I say a tiger. A tiger, yeah, tiger. Ferocious. I feel like I have a fire inside me that burns, to be the greatest. And I like tigers, my favorite animal. Clemson, ironically Clemson Tigers. But, I just feel like that kind of describes me. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, RJ.
Thank you.